There are times when I really question my carp fishing. It sometimes takes an awful lot to light my fire. What is it that I really love to do with my carp fishing? Well, it's fishing for the old ones. Special old carp that have loads of stories to tell. On venues away from the crowds, quiet venues with old carp. That is what really gets me going. And that is what this spring was all about. Let's do this, Jimbo. Get in there. I'll go and get the floaters, definitely. We're off the mark on the new lake. Yes, we've got one. Yes. And I've caught one of the biggest in the lake. Well, good morning. It is 4 degrees outside. It's cold today. I have got a couple of nights ahead of me if I want them. And the temperatures are set to get a lot warmer. My last session, which was last week, I managed a bite, which was very, very welcoming, that is for sure. I was well chuffed with that. So it's fired me up to go back. There's a lovely big dark mirror in this lake. Awesome looking carp that I would love to catch this spring. So I'm kind of fired up, to be honest, to go and have a proper go. So yeah, at the end of the last session, I put a bit of bait in on the spots, and I am returning just after the weekend for a couple of nights. Just been to Lidl's, got me food. I don't know about you guys, I'm always a nightmare with food. Spin round in blooming circles in those shopping places thinking, what can I cook tonight? But I've settled on some steak, asparagus and potato gratin. And I've got a leftover roast dinner to eat as well. So yeah, I reckon that'll do me for a couple of nights, that's for sure. Let's hope the carp are just as hungry as I normally am, and we're going to get a bite or two. And if that big black mirror turns up, then I'll be a very, very chuffed Jimmy. But yeah, it's only 4 degrees, it's cold, but it is warming up. So let's hope the fishing will be hot too. Right, well, it is 6 o'clock. It's just getting dark. All 3 rods are on the dance floor, all on little clearings in between the weed. Same tactics as last week. Nice long supple hook links, pink ones on the end, over big bags of Pro Stim and Live System crumb, a few Live System pellets and a load of roasted nut extract over the top. It's pretty chilly, but it's pretty calm. It's a lovely evening actually. Yeah, if anything like last week's to go by, then might get a bite, might get 2. Hopefully that big black mirror is out there somewhere. Proper cold, frosty morning. No fish to report, unfortunately.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was a really cold night. That's how cold it was last night. My water froze, look. Right, good morning. After another blank night, the fish have done exactly what I thought they would do. They have gone back down to the shallows once again, and there seems to be numbers of them this time in very, very shallow water. So I've rigged up a couple of rods, just bright bink pop-ups on supple hook links, and I am this time, rather than casting choddies, I'm going to trickle the bait boat in there nice and slowly, drop a bait on their heads, and let's see if we can get a last minute bite. Otherwise, it's been a very long session without a bite. Let's go see what happens. Right, rods are out. I'm out of breath because it took a while. But yeah, rods are out, ultra slack. They're on fish. I've had a couple of liners already. Let's hope one goes.
A few moments later.
Well, well, that is a very, very pretty carp. I didn't actually realise that the lake had 20 to 25 stockies put in a few weeks back, and there's no doubting that that is one of them. A very, very beautiful carp, all the same, and it saved me a blank. So I've just unhooked him in the net anyway. I'm just going to slip her straight back. Go on, mate. Whee! Bonjour, I'm down at my new lake today. I'm a little bit croaky, had a bit of a cold the last few days. Yeah, I'm down at my new lake, and there's several lakes on this complex for me to choose from. So my feeling was that I'd come to the lake where I first spotted some carp. They've all got lovely fish in, and this is it. This is the first one. I spotted some carp milling about on the surface out there. It's the 1st of April, April Fools, and this fool has found a few carp milling about, so I'm going to chuck some zigs at them, learn the lake, know nothing about it really. It's got some lovely old carp in, I know that. So yeah, I'm going to chuck the zigs out, see what happens. That can't be bad, can it? I'm just laid out in the back of the van doing some work. I do own my own business. I do have to work when I'm fishing sometimes. But yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? In the van, look. Very nice. Barley bear in the front, look. Bless him. Lovely times. Well, good evening. It is a glorious, glorious evening at the new lake. It is stunning, in fact. Beautiful fiery orange sunset. Rods are out. I found some beautiful little silty areas. Just something a little bit different to the norm on here. I know a lot of people use like underwater cameras looking for the gravel, that sort of stuff. So I've actually looked for the siltier, slightly choddier areas, and I'm going to try that. Just something a little bit different to the norm. Got white hook baits on over the top of live system, which goes a little bit white and washed out. So yeah, let's see what the first night brings. I'm really excited. It's got some ridiculous carp in it. It'd be very nice to see one of those. So I'm going to stick the kettle on, stick my dinner on, and enjoy my first night. Well, it's middle of the night. It's 3:15. Just had a bite, and it was a tench. Unfortunately, a tench about £4. Typical spring fishing. There's a lot of tension here, I believe. But I managed to get the rod back out, bang on. Just going to make myself a quick hot water bowl because it is chilly. Get snug back in the bag. I have stood up listening for 10 minutes and I have heard one show over the far side somewhere. And I'm also hearing them going like bazookas on the lake next door, which has some really nice carp in as well. Anyway. Rods are back out on the dance floor. I'll be up at first light having a look. I'm the only one down the lake, which is nice, isn't it? In fact, the two lakes here, there's no one on either of them. I know that's a sign that they're fishing hard. This lake hasn't done a carp this season yet, but it should have done last week to me. As you know, I lost one last week. But I'm here to make up for that. Oh, Barley's having a poo in the background. Lovely, better go and get that. Yeah, I'm here to make up for that loss. I've got 2 nights ahead, and I'm the only one here at the moment. Let's do this, Jimbo. Right, guys, I don't know if you can see them all, but in there, oh yeah, you can. Look, all them carp just basking in the snags and in the sun. Look, look there, look. There they are, look. And then if you go left a bit, you'll just see some black shapes in there as well. There you go, there's one, there's 2. Yeah, I can't get to them there, but this is over on the other lake. I just thought I'd have a quick walk around. I'm going to trickle some bait in here because there's some nice old originals in here. And that's where some carp are. Right, so I have done another lap of the lake that I'm actually targeting this time. and I found them in like quite a narrow channel, just cruising in and out, just under the surface. I'm gonna get some mixers out, I think. See how they respond. Right, so I think plan of attack. They're just under the surface. I'm going to feed some mixers, but they're just under the surface. So they're looking a bit ziggy, to be totally honest with you. But they're moving really, really close in. There's two swims right next to each other, and a big tree in the middle. Thinking of putting one zig one side and one zig the other, because they seem to be patrolling along a certain line constantly. They're coming in from the left, going into the bay, and then coming out again. So if I can get a zig where they're coming in, and I can get a zig where they're coming out, that'll give me two chances. I'm probably not going to overload it. I'm just going to do two zigs either side. But I'm going to spray some floaters in as well. That's going to be the start of attack. I'm going to keep my eyes on them today. It's not where I'd initially planned to fish. I planned to fish where I lost one a few days ago. But there's fish up that end. So I've got to go with the fish out. Knock my glasses off. I'm too excited. Come on. Right. Let's get this zig on. So the fish were patrolling to the left and to the right of this swim. I've actually decided to go in with a normal zig rather than a zig float, because I just want it to be even more subtle. It's not very deep here either, so it'd be ideal really. Got the zig sort of a couple of foot under the surface is the plan. Just got to get them in nice and softly really. Not make too much disturbance. I can see a couple of fish out there. Do need to be careful here. I kind of want to cast further, reel it back. And sort of drop it in really. Because I don't want to be spooking them. It's a bit hairy with the trees here as well. God, I'm going to have to be careful of the trees here. A lot of trees. Nice, that went in nice. No trees. I saw it separate. I don't think I spooked anything. So that was pucker. Got to do the same with this one. Get it nice and quiet. Just a little flick out there. Nice.
20 minutes later.
Hey, we've got one on. I just had a screaming take on the zig. We got one on. There we go. Got the old sandy colour. Alright, get that rod tip up. Go on, keep coming over. Yes, he's in. Yes, my first one. First one from the lake, yes. On my new lake. Look at this one. He's lovely, isn't he? Check that out. Beautiful, beautiful mid-20 mirror. Gnarly, sandy, old mirror. That'll do. couldn't resist the old zig rig. They've literally been up and down since I've been here along that margin. And finally, one has snaffled it. That's a beautiful carp, isn't it? So chuffed with that. I'm off the mark, my spring is underway, and I'm a very happy Jimmy. I feel like I can sort of push on from that now, build a bit of a plan to try and get in amongst these real big gems. But yeah, that's a great start, isn't it? Lovely old carp, that one. Let's have another quick look at its other side. Sorry about the light, it's pretty mottled here. It's not the best light in the world. It's that sort of late afternoon sun. But look, check that out. Let's have a look. There we go. Cracking, isn't it? Absolute belting start to my new campaign. Sorry, it's all over the place this, but there you go. You get the picture. Lovely carp. Right, let's get you back, mate. Well, good evening. It is the most beautiful sunset this evening, and I'm enjoying it even more because I've had my first carp out of the lake. Lovely fish, mid-20s I guess, on the zigs. Didn't have anything more after that one, but I didn't expect any more, to be honest. And that's a tricky little pit, this one. So I'm really pleased to get off the mark finally. I've got all 4 rods out. You'll have 4 rods on here on silty patches in 10 to 11 foot of water. Got hinges on 3 of them, sorry, hinges on 2 of them, and balanced bright ones on the other, just on combis. So let's see what tonight brings. Well, good morning. It is 9 o'clock-ish now. It is getting really warm, and the fish are getting up on the surface again. They're going to be cruising today. It's going to be like 18 degrees, spring 18 degrees, which means they're going to be cruising. And I have seen signs of them cruising already, little bubbles under the surface. So it's time to switch over to the zigs. Yeah, all the bottom baits are coming off, fluorocarbon off, back onto mono again, back onto zigs. I'm going to target them with, I'm going to fish 2 areas. I'm going to fish 11 foot of water on 2 rods with 9 foot zigs, and then I'm going to fish shallow humps, 6 foot humps with 5 foot zigs. See how we go. Whoa. Cool, that was ripped. Wow, that was off the 6 foot plateau. That's why that's ripped off so crazy. Wild old common. Look at that. That'll do, won't it? Look how dark it is. Absolute belting looking carp that is. Fell to the old zig again. Can't resist it this springtime. They're cruising round, cruising past me, and I'm intercepting them as they come through. A very happy Jimmy who's having a very nice session. Absolute corker, isn't it? So chuffed with that one. Let's have a quick look at the other side. Oh, what spring is all about. This is beautiful, glorious sunshine. Lovely old carp. Wonderful time. Look at that. That'll do, won't it, eh? What a corking carp that is. So chuffed with that, I really am. Really over the moon. And I've got another one to show you. So we'll get this one back. We'll take a look at her now. What a cracking carp that is. Look at the size of its tail. As you can imagine, this one went absolutely ballistic when I hooked it. Yeah, black as your hat, mega looking common, and I'm having a lovely time here. I still think there's a chance for more because they are on the surface, I'm on the zigs. I think I'm going to have more chances. So yeah, what a cracking fish that is. I'm going to slip her back. Hopefully we'll have some more, and maybe one of the A team might pop along soon. Beautiful carp that is. Cheers mate. So I look a little bit overexposed on there, but how about that one, eh? He's a lovely fish, isn't it? Real dark, gnarly old common. Not very big, maybe upper doubles, scraper 20s at best, but yeah, it's a nice carp, isn't it? That one came not long ago on a pop-up over the silt. So yeah, it's nice to get one off the lake bed, off the bottom, to be honest. Yeah, really chuffed with that one. Really rough old sandpapery skin. Absolute cracker. It's going to be another scorcher today, but I have got to be off. I've got to go to work today and get some stuff done. So yeah, I shall be off shortly. Haven't got long left, but it has been a cracking session. I can't wait to get back for one of those big A team, hopefully. But yeah, great start to the spring campaign. So I'm about to go home, and I've got a flat battery. So my new mate from round the corner is popping over to hopefully help me jump lead everything up. Good old boy, he's going to be a hero. Right, I need to direct him in. Matt!
Nice to meet you.
Matt the hero! Glad he knows what he's doing, because I reckon I'd singe myself. I'd get them the wrong way around, I reckon, mate. Hopefully you got enough on that. Sweet. Do I stand back? There we go, I can go home. This guy's a legend. Good afternoon. It is afternoon, it's about midday, so just about afternoon. Just got down the lake for a 48-hour session, back down the syndicate. I had a little trip to Wales last week, caught loads of carp. Nothing big, but doing a little bit of filming over there. But yeah, I'm back to my syndicate fishing now. There's one person on the pond, which is lovely. There's a load of tree surgery going on in the background that you can hear. But yeah, first things first, I'm having a little wander. Feels very spring-like again. I'm wondering whether they're going to be up in the upper layers, just like the last session when I was over here. But it is set to get a bit moodier, a bit windier. So I'm hoping they're going to get back on the bottom. But first things first, I'm going to have a little wander around, see if I can find them. Oh, I've just seen those carp, and then I've come down to the swim that right down the other end. There's a big one. Look at the size of the shoulders on that. That's a big carp, that is. Really big carp. Right, let's get the first zig ready. Little 9-foot zigs are the order of the day. Carp is showing quite close in, so I don't need to go too far out. Just need to be a bit careful of the trees above me. Look, they're around. Rods are out. That ain't far off a zig. Right, so the zigs didn't do anything. I was fishing there for a few hours. The fish just slowly seemed to vacate. So I've I've actually come over to the opposite bank now. I've got the rods out and they're not on zigs, I've got them on the bottom. Fishing them on little silty areas over very small amount of bait, just a few live system and some live system chops. And yeah, all 4 rods, you'll have 4 rods here on hinges to try and escape the tench. Yeah, just white hook baits on hinges over the top of the live system. See what happens. The fish were sort of passing from right to left earlier on. Found some lovely spots, so let's see what the night brings me. We got one on. Yes. Very out the blue, that one. That's a lovely one. Go on, mate. Oh yeah, proper wrinkly old beast. Come on. Yes. How about that? A proper old battle axe of a common. Really withered little fins on it. That is a lovely character, isn't it? And that is why I've came to this lake. I'm having a season of targeting older ones. And that's why. Look at the colours of it. Beautiful, beautiful chestnutty sort of colours. Stunning, stunning carp. Let's have a quick look at the other side. It's got a little, like, nude patch of scales on this other side. Yeah, he's a proper little character, this one. Look at him. Look. Little nude patch of scales on it, look. I don't know if I caught him again. Yeah, that is an absolute perler and a great start to the session. Hopefully there'll be some more to come. But yeah, that'll do, won't it? Nice.
Nice.
Good morning. Very quiet on the western front. Absolutely nothing. But I'm seeing carp show one after the other down that end. So I'm going to pack up, get over there. Right, well, we're back in the new swim, or we're in the new swim, and the fish were showing super close here this morning. Managed to get the rods out relatively quietly onto some silty areas. It's probably about 10-11 foot, something like that. All on hinges. I've seen a couple of carp show, but they've just been sort of a little bit further out to my left. But yeah, that's the rods out. They're probably going to stay now, unless I see loads of carp elsewhere. They're probably going to stay there till tomorrow, because I'm hoping they're going to come back and make another appearance. A couple of them are really big fish as well. Oh, I was just walking out the gate, just behind the swim, and caught me here on a bit of metal. It's cut it right open. It's well sore, man. Oh, you probably can't even see, but look. I know it doesn't look much, but that is quite a deep cut. It's really painful. Right, good afternoon. I'm back down the lake and I've got the rods out pretty sharpish. They're all on little silty patches in amongst sort of little bits of weed. Got one on a hinge, 3 on snowmans, and I've seen a fish within 30 yards since putting the rods out. So yeah, it's dropped right off the hot weather. It's been boiling hot last week, but this week it's dropped right off. It's probably 15 degrees, something like that. And they haven't spawned on here yet. So I'm hoping that this trip I can get amongst them. Last trip was a bit of a failure here. I've got a couple of nights ahead of me. I've seen one. and I'm not far away. So, yeah, see how this session goes.
Right, well, literally 20 minutes after putting the rod out. Unbelievable, we've got one. Beautiful old common. Wrinkly old fins. Proper decrepit thing. Beautiful. That's why I'm fishing here, proper old carp. Lovely start. This is my biggest one of the campaign so far by a mile. Look at the size of that bruiser. How about that one? Miles over 30 pounds. I haven't weighed it, I don't care. Because when they're like that, and they're as gnarly and old as that, honestly, it really doesn't matter, does it, when they look like that? What a creature that is. Oh, that has really, really made the session, that one. I am absolutely over the moon. One of the 18 for sure. Well over 30 pounds, maybe 33, 34. Possibly a tad bigger. Oh, it's very lively. Come on, mate. Let's have one more look at you. Yeah. How about that for a carp, eh? Absolutely unbelievable. Yes. Good morning. It is a glorious, glorious morning out there. No fish to report. Big old brasum in the night. About 12 pound, massive, great big thing. That fell to the left-hand rod, the same rod that did the carp yesterday. But yeah, nothing else since yesterday afternoon when I first got them rods out. Been up at first light, still first light now. I'm not seeing a carp yet, but I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Just got coffee on, and I'm going to keep my eyes peeled to see if I can see anything. Right, it's evening time. All the rods have been redone, back on the spots. Got one sort of out here, one out here, and one just round the corner as well. So yeah, they're all out. Hopefully it'll do a bite tonight or first thing in the morning. Had a couple, so I'm chuffed anyway. It's always nice to get another, innit? It'd be really nice to tick one of them big ones off the list, it really would. Some very special carp in here. Good morning. Quiet night. Big bream again. They're massive in here, about 12, 14 pound I reckon. But yeah, I just seem to be getting sort of a one bream a night way at the moment. No carp. The carp seem to be daytime at the minute. So I've got till lunchtime. Obviously I've caught a couple and that lovely old one yesterday. I'm hoping they're going to return today. The birds have been a bit of a nightmare, if I'm honest. A real pain. So I've had to redo the rods this morning. They've sort of little beak marks on the baits. But the weather's good. Like, it feels really good. So see what the next few hours bring. Look at them in there, look. In close. Just got down for a session. And they are stacked up in this corner, right down in the channel. Gotta go and get the floaters, definitely. Alright, bit of suntan lotion on, bit of cream on, it's hot today. I'm just going to get the floaters ready because there's fish on the surface. First things first, bit of cream. Right, let's get the floater stuff ready. Bit of cream back in there. Right, where's my rod? I need my rod and hopefully a net. Be nice, wouldn't it? Grab that. The old mat. And the net. Grab that out. Right, I really need to get this bit right. The feeding bit right, because they're right on the edge of this scum. And I think feeding right on top of them might spook them, so I'm actually going to move up a little bit, fire them off the back of the wind, and then let the mixers drift down. There's a decent number of fish up here, maybe 20 carp, which is a good head. So there could be a chance up here. I've just got to make sure that I drift the mixers over properly without spooking them. Let's get some in. Oh mate, there's one having them already. There's one out there that's just having a little feed up already. It's taken a couple of mixers. This is fantastic news. Go on, have another one. There's one taking down the end. Yes, we've got one. Yes. Yes. Actually, a herd of them came through and it nailed it. No. Get in that net. Yes. Got in. Get in there. Get in there. How about this? What a ridiculous carp off the top. Look at that. Oh, absolutely colossal common carp. Oh, it's incredibly lively. Oh, it's got to be mid-30s at least, but it's so hot, and yeah, so hot that I'm not gonna. Oh man, it's absolutely mental. It's so hot and so ill-behaved that I'm not going to be long. But look at that. That is a colossal common carp, isn't it? Look at it. Off the surface. Calm down. Big sloping head. Old as the hills. That is what spring fishing is all about. Look at it. Proper lovely old creature. So pleased with that. That has made my spring. Big old common carp. Weight totally irrelevant. Who cares? Magnificent creature. Very happy Jimmy. How awesome is that, eh? Absolutely unreal. Yes, thank you so much. What a carp. There you go, a nice curry tonight. Hey Barley boy. Barley's well keen on getting his hands on some of this, but he's not going to. Shut the old monkey up. There we go, it's a beautiful evening. Rods are out. Didn't happen on the surface after that big fish earlier on. But it's a beautiful evening. Let's hope something happens tonight. He's a good boy. Oh, it's bright this morning, we got one on. So many comments. Come on in, mate. God, That's a nice one again, bro. Yes, come on, get in. Yes. Well, 40 pounds of mega old common carp. Look at that. Oh man, that is my spring made. Absolutely colossal, proper old warrior. I could not be more happy with that. I'm struggling, it's heavy, I'm sweating, but it's all worthwhile because that has made my spring. I've come over here fishing for the old ones and I've caught one of the biggest in the lake. Oh, certainly one of the A team. There are a few bigger ones, but that is one of the biggest commons, if not the biggest common in the lake. So I am over the moon. Just look at it. Hey, what a creature that is. Yes. Oh. Oh yes. Unreal. A real rough mirror, this one. Very close, probably to spawn in the next week or so, I reckon. Yeah, it's a real rough, sort of long, lean missile, no doubt a male, I reckon. But yeah, it's a cracking fish, all the same. Smallest one of the trip, but certainly welcome. What a session. Right, let's get you back, fella. Let's get you back. Right, I'm just off to the lake. I don't know about you guys, I'm always off to the lake in a blind panic. Is it going to be busy? Where are the fish going to be? Can I get on? I don't know what it is, but I'm just always in such a panic when I should be nice and calm. I'm going fishing. Should be nice and chilled, but I'm not. I don't know what it is. It's like this nervous, it's not anxiety, but just like panic mode to get there as quick as I can. Yeah, let me know in the comments whether you feel the same whenever you go fishing, that you just need to get there. It means that I end up like forgetting my food, if it means that I have to sacrifice a little bit of my food and all that, I do, just because I need to get to the lake. Anyway, I'm en route. There's a few having floaters, look. This is what we want to see. That is what I want to see. Yes, off the back of the wind. That's what we want. My old mate Luby Lou's just come down for a cup of tea. And he's brought me some luck, the boy. They ain't been out long, Louis, have they?
No, mate. That rod's been half hour.
I reckon. And we're in. It's just rattled off.
Scrapping.
It is, mate. It's so coloured here, and we've actually seen like 3 shows, mate, I think. Really, really close in. So they're in the area. Oh, they're around here, is it, the lake? Oh, yeah. Come on, mate. Get in.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Nice. What a start. Yeah, boy. Well, that'll do nicely. Lovely old carp, that one. Look at his tiny little tail. Caught with me old mate Louis, boy, whilst having a cup of char. We both said that rod would go, because we've had a few fish showing in close. So, yeah, good chance of another one, I reckon. Many there is. Go on then. Ready? You're ready, boy. The bait that I've been using this spring is the Pro Stim, and I've got to be honest with you, since I switched over to it from live system, I have caught my fair share of carp, as you've seen in this vlog. So I'm going to be giving away 5 kilos. All you have to do is guess my surface fishing PB, pop it in the comments, and I will choose a winner and announce it on my next video. Good luck.